Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded inside the 5. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46. The Seahawks at 13 and 2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and gone. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Prescott. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and a couple, Prescott. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Play action now. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 39, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bounding him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes intercept.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Wilson. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Michael Gallup, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fielded just inside the 30. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over first and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Prescott off play action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point open through Bob Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Walker. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, it's Pollard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Prescott on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to about the 38. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this.